Just proud of our start. I thought that was one of our best quarters, best way to open up a game that you could ask for. I thought our kids were really locked in, just played with a lot of fire. We crashed the offensive glass. We put a body on somebody. And I think, that dipped a little bit as the game went on. But we really focused on that, this week in practice. And got to give Buffalo a lot of credit. Deasia Fair, she's a fantastic player. I thought we did a pretty good job on her, but we let some of our other kids, get loose and hurt us at crucial times.
Just talk about the start a little bit more. I know you said that was something you emphasized, but seeing how oftentimes you guys have gotten off to slow starts.
Yeah.
Just how encouraging was that? Maybe how did you kind of work on that at practice and get the girls to kind of come out and know, hey, we got to right off the bat play with some fire?
Yeah, we really just talked about being a team today and just playing together and playing for each other and just loving the game of basketball. It's National Women's in Sports Day, so we talked about that and how, just think about, when you were a little kid, why you picked basketball, why'd you play this game, and I think they really came out with some fire. They were confident out there. And we need more of that. We need to sustain that a little bit. But it was great for them to experience that and see that, and hopefully we can build on that.
Another thing I think was very encouraging was the defensive side of the ball or the floor for you guys. Even when you obviously had the great start like we talked about, but even when the offensive end wasn't there for you, they really had to work. I think they went into the half of the lead, but they got that with like 20 seconds left in the half. They had to work to really get back into that game. Just what'd you think of that end of the floor? That had to be at least somewhat of an encouraging thing to take away from this one, seeing how hard they played on the defense.
Yeah, I thought we did, and we mixed up our ball screen coverage, how we guard that, So again, with a young team, on a short prep, I thought we did a pretty good job of that. They did, there were a lot of shot clock violations. We were able to get them out of bounds, in those situations. So that was really good. Obviously Jordan was playing a little bit out of position for us, having to play a lot of point guard, with Gabby coming off the injury. I thought she handled that really well. Obviously a couple turnovers in that second half, but I thought she did a great job, starting off the game, and 7 assists for her. That's really good.
And just to elaborate a little bit more on the defensive side, just how valuable is that for your team because even throughout the game, the offensive struggles, like we said, were there, but it seemed like they were still giving it their all on that end. How can that be something that you build on moving forward to see, hey, when it's not there for us offensively, we're still playing hard on the other end of the floor, and they clearly take pride in that.
Yeah, it's huge because we've had games, where we've struggled offensively, and then our defense has really slipped. So that was great to see. Again, something to build on. I heard people saying, we got to get a stop. Let's get this rebound. So I haven't heard that in a lot of games. So that was really good. We need to continue to build on our defense, and then we had some great shots today. Just in and out. How many times did that ball go in and out? So those are going to fall. We have to stay confident with that. But a lot of good to build on.
One player I wanted to highlight. We could highlight Jordan every game, but I ask you about her so much. And obviously she had a great outing tonight. But I did want to talk about Emma. Great start for her. She was a big reason why you guys scored that 20 points in the first quarter. Just what did you see from her, and how nice was it to see her kind of get rolling there early?
Yeah, and we told her, against this zone, you got to get those shots up. So I think she was looking for that. She looked confident out there. Her teammates were looking for her, and she was moving. Against Buffalo zone, you got to move, and you got to find openings. So that was really good. She's a redshirt freshman. This is her first time playing in the MAC, against some really good players. So this is unbelievable experience for her, and just been really happy with her as well.
And then last thing, and we talked about this a little bit, but just how nice was it to have some actual crowd noise in the arena?
Yeah.
And usually you've been so used to the last couple of months, or trying to get used to, just hearing the two benches kind of doing all the talking and cheering. So how was it to kind of have those family and friends up there and sort of have some support from them?
It was awesome. It was huge, and that's what this is all about, just for our parents, to see their young girls playing, that just, it really makes me feel awesome, makes me feel great. We have an unbelievable support system of parents, and it was, when we were making those runs, I heard them, and I know how much they wanted to be here. Finally glad we were able to get them in here.